Brock Anderson reveals why he turned down AEW contract renewal offer. Caster releases mixtape. AEW wrestler Max Caster, known for calling himself the best wrestler alive, has dropped a new mixtape titled Worst Rapper Alive. The mixtape is now available on Spotify and features 14 tracks. As Caster himself describes, the mixtape is about being a wrestler, though not necessarily focused on wrestling itself. It was recorded in his mom's basement, mixed amateurly in his new condo, and is inspired by both his critics and his supporters. In a recent appearance on the Bob Culture podcast, TNA World Champion Joe Hendry shared his thoughts on his title win at Genesis 2025 and how he wanted the celebration to feel. Hendry explained that he consciously chose how he would react when the 3 count happened. He wanted the moment to feel powerful and triumphant, akin to the energy of Steve Austin's first title win at WrestleMania 14. Hendry emphasized that he didn't want the moment to be overly emotional or sentimental, particularly because his family was in attendance. Instead, he wanted it to be a clear statement that it was his time to take the throne. Hendry, reflecting on his 12 years of hard work, called the victory a whirlwind culmination of a transformative year in 2024. Meanwhile, Brock Anderson recently discussed his decision to turn down an AEW contract renewal offered during a virtual signing for KNS WrestleFest. Anderson, who debuted with AEW in 2021, explained that about 2 years into his time with the company, he realized it wasn't the path he wanted for his career. He acknowledged that the early days of AEW, especially during the pandemic, had their benefits, such as being part of a growing company and getting training opportunities. However, he also noted that AEW didn't provide the structured training resources he had hoped for, such as a dedicated training center. Anderson explained that after spending time working mostly short matches, like the 5-minute bouts at Universal Orlando, he felt he wasn't improving. Although AEW offered him a renewal, the deal didn't include enough guaranteed dates to allow him to develop his wrestling skills. Anderson ultimately chose to part ways, believing that staying with AEW on the same terms would limit his growth. He reflected that leaving AEW was one of the best decisions he made, as it allowed him to work with new mentors like C.W. Anderson, gaining valuable knowledge and experience.